Well, I'm back again. I had some new thoughts I wanted to get through to everyone. And well, the first thing I want to say is we had in the Washington Times and the New York Times a report that they are miscalculating the numbers for unemployed, as I have told you and told everyone for the past long time. They have done this. There are a lot of underemployed people, and there are people who are not even counted anymore, and then they're totally discouraged. And simply put, there are really no jobs out there. There's no work out there to do. And like I was saying in my last video, we need to move away from the paradigm of looking for work and to the paradigm of let's create and make things. And so I thought I'd show you a few things that I'm doing. In my bookstore, I have a little, whenever a really interesting book comes in, what I do is I try to take these books and set them aside because these are the tools of the trade. And this one's called Woodworker, and if you can see inside, there are just all kinds of things. I mean, if you're going to be a woodworker, this is the book for you. And I think that I decided to keep these aside, and I'm actually going to people that are really in dire straits, they can come in and I'll hold them for them, or I'll loan them out to them, so they can try to get some inspiration. Another one I have is Reader's Digest, and this is a very well popular book, but it's very easy to read, and it's very informative. It's just an illustrated guide to gardening. And this book here, basically, this is the Bible for gardening, and it's whatever you want to plant, this will tell you how to do it. And another thing, I was thinking that everyone's going to need to change the idea of renting storage space. I think that's going out the window. You're going to start seeing a lot of these places go bankrupt because people aren't going to be paying for their storage soon, because they're going to realize that they're really paying a lot per square foot to store things that are really worth nothing. So I do think that we're going to see more people starting to build sheds and smaller outbuildings in their houses. Even in, I think it will even happen in places where there are HOAs. I think there's going to be a big call to do that, because people will start to get back to gardening at home. They used to have what they called victory gardens during World War II, where to make sure we had plenty of food for our soldiers and our people, we would plant, even in the median strips of highways, food. And I think we're going to move towards that soon too. But it's time actually to think in terms of how you relate to your government. Realize that your government has literally thought of you as a cash cow for years and years and years, and they now realize that that is over with. You are not the cash cow anymore. And so what did they do? They cashed you off. When the bailouts came, they certainly didn't think about bailing out the guys who produce in this country. They bail out the guys who finance the country. And that's a really sad fact that we've all been hoodwinked by our government, and basically we've been connived out of our money. So soon they'll be devaluing our money. So in that essence, when they devalue the money, we won't be able to afford things from overseas. Things from overseas, even from China, will get very expensive. And we're going to have to get back to doing these kind of things, making things here in the United States. We're going to have a renaissance in the arts, the crafts, craft arts, the woodworking arts, a renaissance in the building arts, and that's the only way we're going to get through. And what I also think is we're going to move away from the U.S. dollar. People will start trading in gold and silver, whether we still have some in the country to use for trade, or they will move towards barter, and bartering time and bartering services. And when you do that, you basically nullify the government. And that's our real goal, is to strip the government of us being their cash cow. And also, and we can legally do that because your time is your private property. They should never have been taxing you on that. So I just wanted to leave you with that, and I will put this excellent book on the screen for a little bit, and maybe tomorrow I'll have some more expanded comments. So here you go. It's called Reader's Digest, the Illustrated Guide to Gardening. Everyone should have this in their home and start thinking about growing plants for food, growing food in their backyard, whatever they can, and growing herbs, growing the things that you have to pay a lot for, certainly is a good idea. So here it is, the Illustrated Guide to Gardening.